Hello there, welcome to another celebrity makeup bag video. In this series I look at my makeup inspirations in the public eye and see if we have any products in common. In early 2018 I was blown away by the back-to-back beauty of Margot Robbie's awards season and premiere looks, dreamed up by makeup artist Patty Dubroff. Margot and Patty were a dream team, creating consistently fresh, minimal makeup looks, but they also had fun, a graphic eye here and a pop of colour there. As much as I would have loved to buy every single product Patty used over 20 odd events, that's not going to help my bank balance, nor you for that matter. I'm just a real person who makes videos for fun, so I don't buy products to film them. I prefer to be able to give real mini reviews. So this is a celebrity makeup bag with a twist, selecting key products I can vouch for from 8 of Margot's starry awards season looks. First, the Critics' Choice Awards, where Margot sported some striking black liner, soft pink blush and a peachy nude lip. That lipstick was Chanel Rouge Coco in Adrienne, a sheer shade many of you might have in your makeup bag. It's one of their most popular nudes, a shade that lets your natural lip colour show but gives it a touch of peach and polish. Margot and Patty went for classics at the Paris premiere of I, Tonya, a slightly smoky eye and a red lip. NARS Dual Intensity Blush in Frenzy created that orangey peach flush. I actually used this as an eyeshadow duo after seeing it used that way at a high-end fashion show years ago. Patty also used brown and gold Chanel eyeliners I couldn't ID, but I'm a fan of the shades Espresso, a rich matte dark chocolate brown, and Or Rose, a shimmery subtle gold with a hint of pink. The red lip, a Chanel lip powder, which I finally tracked down in Europe recently but haven't tried yet. Stay tuned. The Berlin premiere was a red-centric look I can really get behind. This shade might be scary for some, but it's one of my go-to for shadows. I loved seeing that Patty used one of my all-time favourite reds, Chanel Ombre Premiere in Desert Rouge. Just look at that. One swipe and you've got a highly pigmented wash of shimmery burgundy. Super smooth and buttery so you can build it or take the tiniest bit for a slight hint of colour. At the SAG Awards, she ticked the messy long bob box and paired it with a simple, sophisticated beauty look. Chanel Rouge Allure in Rouge Angelique was the peachy lip choice. Bit of a trend emerging there because it suits her skin tone so nicely. I prefer nudes to be on the peachy, orangey side too, and this one offers a bit more pigment than the Rouge Coco earlier. The mascara, Chanel Le Volume, my all-time favourite to create length and volume in one swipe without looking clumpy or heavy. Down at the Aussie I, Tonya premiere, local makeup artist Kelly Stratton was wielding the brush with another one of my favourite brands, Charlotte Tilbury. The lipstick is one of my top 3 Charlotte shades, Stoned Rose. This is from her KISSING range, which is moisturising, creamy and slightly sheer, and this is yet another perfect peachy nude. The liner was Charlotte Tilbury's Rock and Coal in Barbarella Brown, which I bought in the US recently and love how creamy it is, but I also have her eye pencil in Audrey at Home, which gives you neat lines with that more dry pencil point. It was an orange colour mood for the G'day LA event. Out came one of my favourite shadow shades thanks to Marc Jacobs Orange Crush liner. You might have seen this pencil pop up in my videos before. Unfortunately mine was quite dry when I opened it, but these are meant to be so creamy you can smudge it all over as a shadow. I'm calling it. The BAFTAs might be my favourite Margot look of all time because of its simplicity. A black dress, basically all I wear in real life, natural makeup and a slight wave in the hair. If you'd like to steal that pale pink shadow shade, Chanel Ombre Premiere in Scintillance is the answer. This cream shadow is super subtle, but it adds a light catching wash of light pink that will brighten your eyes and always look fresh. Margot may not have come home with the Oscar, but Academy Awards night was another of her finest red carpet moments in Chanel. Seriously, how many hairdressers saw this as a reference photo in the weeks after? Much like the BAFTAs, this makeup look is so subtle you almost can't point any key areas out, but you know she looks radiant. The Chanel Ombre Premiere Cream Shadow in Scintillance made another appearance, as did Chanel Le Volume Mascara, but my favourite bit was the Chanel Rouge Coco Lip Blush. You can hear me rave about these watercolour sheer multitasking lip and cheek tubes in another video, but 414 Tender Rose was the shade Patty chose to add a hint of pink to Margot's lips, layering it over another lipstick. I'm not normally a pink person, but there's something almost nude about this shade that makes it less baby pink, more natural. I hope you enjoyed this recap of a few key elements of some of Margot's memorable red carpet moments in 2018. Which look was your favourite? It's always fun to see a product you already own used in new ways, so let me know if you spotted any of your favourites here. And make sure you follow the artists behind the magic, Patty Dubroff and Kelly Stratton, without whom we wouldn't have all of this inspiration or information. Thanks for watching. See you next time.